some rowboats out when I didn't have any money when I was an apprentice from Dick. And I came down to get sailing lessons for my grandchildren. I donated a sailboat to them. And the Puffin limped in. And I started talking to the guys, and they said, "Do you know anything about steam?" I said, "Yeah, I know a little bit about steam."
A little bit.
And so I never finished the sailing lesson.
So Ken, what is her top speed?
A gentleman's pace. This is not a steamboat.
Well, then why don't we take her for a cruise? Yeah.
So here we are aboard the Marion II, which is a 1928 42-foot Lake Union dreamboat. She was built right here at the Lake Union Dry Dock Company in Seattle, which is a 100-year-old company, 101 years old this year. At the time that Lake Union Dry Dock was formed, that was right after the last pandemic, the 1918 flu. So I'm ready for the auction. I have on my sparkles, and I hope that everybody's really as excited as I am about the Center for Wooden Boats auction. Our Center for Wooden Boats founder, Dick Wagner, was such an ardent supporter of getting people out on the water in any kind of boats, and small boats particularly.
Okay. Welcome everybody to Nora's Game Show. My name is Nora Globally. I am the Youth Program Manager here at the Center for Wooden Boats. With the light bright, you're going to make a portrait of Josh's face. Oh my God.
Okay.
Ready? On your mark. Remember, there's no running on the dock. Get set. Go. There you go. There's Josh in all his glory. There you go. All right.
Drinking a Rainier.
Here's a splash.
So like I said, we're going to start with our pins. Just a simple layout. I'm going to start this off by saying these aren't high-end tails by any means or high-end joints, but these are functional. So you'll be able to throw tools in them, not worry about breaking them or anything along those lines. So first, I have my two boards. I usually try to make a good difference between the two, so I obviously wrote tails on one and pins on the other.
I'm here with my best friend, Clay. We've known each other for about 30 minutes, but we're best friends now.
Best friends.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and he's a Mariners fan, I'm a Mariners fan, he grew up on them, like, we're ready to go. I hope you are here for a little bit of fun and a little bit of just creativity and are feeling a little bit thirsty. So we have everything here, and now we're going to add in our ice.
Before you start that, man, just like want to check a little sailor trick that I've got right here. So often you might be on your boat and you got a bag of ice and it needs to be chopped up a little bit. You don't want to hurt those teak decks. Well, what you do is you grab a winch handle and just take care of business. Thanks.
It's COVID times where you make a drink for yourself.
My name is Sarah Martin, and I am a public historian. I especially love local history and storytelling, and I feel like the Center for Wooden Boats is kind of a mix of all of that. So it's been a really fun project so far to be involved in. So I want to thank the Center for that opportunity. And so this map, actually drawn by Dick Wagner himself, sort of captures Lake Union in 1930. The arrow in this photo points to the Wagner houseboat. It's transitioning after the war to be more writers and artists and what the literature calls the bohemian types. But Dick described them in his essay in his book as those whose common denominator was an encompassing love of life and a tolerance for poverty. And this is sort of how Dick tells it. It didn't take much urging. Colleen and her housemates readily came over to help him sand and paint his boat in exchange for all going out sailing. And they had great fun doing so. And it was Colleen, though, that he was drawn to, and they married in 1965, and they made her rented houseboat their permanent family home.
And I can't believe it's been nearly a year since we were in this space. I was in this space, and we were conducting my first ever and the Center for Wooden Boats' first ever virtual fundraiser. Thank you everyone for attending. I'm coming to you live from the floating boat shop once again, albeit this time with much fancier cameras and setups and microphones.
Hi, I'm Mike Wagner. Here at where the Center for Wooden Boats began, at the old boathouse, where the dream started, and it was a great place to grow up. I got to say, my first words were quack quack. I want to thank all the staff and especially all the volunteers at the Center for Wooden Boats for everything they did. It is truly the life's blood of the center. The center couldn't run without the help of the volunteers and the special people that make the events happen. I wish my folks were here, but I know that they'd be happy with what's going on and the progress that's being made. And I know the center will live on.
I just wanted to take a moment here and offer up a cheers to Dick and Colleen, just to the legacy they left behind. So to the Wagners, everyone. That was real whiskey.
Hi, I'm Eric Whitekamp, and this is my son, Clark Whitekamp, and my daughter,
Nora Whitekamp.
So I've been volunteering at the Center for Wooden Boats for about 30 years, and my son's been helping me volunteer for about the last 20. And now my daughter's helping me, and she's also helping my son, who works on the staff. From the time these two were about 2 years old, I've been dragging them out with me when I teach sailing or when I take a free sail group out on a Sunday.
We want this to be where people would come and find themselves smarter, happier, and more proud of their accomplishments.
The Center for Wooden Boats has grown from humble beginnings at the Wagner home to an ever-growing campus centered around Lake Union, but never solely confined there. We've built a historic floating infrastructure, unique in its ability to provide urban access to the water. We've developed a working boatyard to preserve the skills and traditions nearly lost to time. Over the span of 19 years, we helped revive a turn-of-the-century fishing resort into present-day Cammon Beach State Park, so generations can experience the quiet peace of Puget Sound. And most recently, we've expanded our South Lake Union campus to the Wagner Education Center to act as a gateway to the maritime world. We have developed hundreds of programs over the years to introduce countless individuals from all backgrounds and experiences to our shared maritime heritage. Whether it's building a toy boat, paddling an umiak, taking a sailing lesson, attending a festival, or learning to build something with your own two hands, CWB has a special way of connecting with people and drawing them into our community. That community has in turn carried CWB on its back through good times and bad. As Dick always said, everyone who comes here learns something and teaches us something.
Well, we're going to move on, and in the spirit of 45 years of excellence right here at the Center for Wooden Boats, our next giving level is the $4,500 level.
We're actually seeing some activity on that front. So right now we have first Dave Erskine and Karen Breitmeyer coming in at $5,000. So huge thank you to both of them. That's just coming through right now. We have Elsie and Stephen Hulsizer, a wonderful board member, done a lot of work for us on the MS Wolf, one of our charter boats this year. So huge shout out to them. Oh, Diane Lander, one of our newest board members. She just joined the board just a few months ago. A huge shout out to her. I really hope you all got to see her tour that she did for us, I think on Wednesday. And it looks like one more is coming through. Jim Duncan, of course Jim Duncan coming through for us. I got the chance to work with Jim a lot on the Wagner Education Center. He's a huge reason why that building opened, and he's continuing to help us now. So thank you to all of you, really. Sorry, I have a spreadsheet that's being updated in real time here, so
the technology is mind-blowing with these virtual events, Josh. It's incredible. I'm surrounded by bandsaws, drill presses, and giant belt sanders, and we've got spreadsheets happening as well. It's crazy.
Just a reminder, all sorts of ways you can give. It doesn't have to be just finances. You can come in, volunteer your time, and make a huge difference at CWB as well. You know, the whole community is really what makes a difference here. Wait, back at the $2,500 level now, we have Lori O'Toole, former board president. Huge thank you to Lori. This is really exciting. Thank you, everybody. And the $1,000 level, we have Lynn McCoy, who's one of my absolute favorite volunteers. Still haven't even made it to the $100 level. There's too many names.
That's great. We want to make it hard. Keep those gifts coming. And look, on the screen, too, you can see those names scrolling. And we are so excited to get back to you with an update on our giving.
So I think we're at over $90,000 so far, so getting really, really close to our goal.
Yes.
So huge thank you to everybody there.
A nice mustache you're sporting.
No, thank you.
Ned, this is Jeff up at Cama. Could you send me the Cama?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me.
That's what it looks like at Cama. We got the palm trees blowing, the sun's out.
Do you have a planet for me?
Well,
But so Georgetown has an event every spring. I think it's in June. And they have a competition where you modify power tools to race as fast as they can in a straight line.
Dave, are those things that you've built?
No, these are, so I've won that competition for,
Who's speaking right now?
James.
2009, I think.
Oh my
God.
All right, pass it.
Huzzah!
Very good.
I'm raising my paddle for $5,000. Just kidding. I don't have that much money.
Yeah. I mean, I can see you the whole time. Now we're just playing with small boats. You're just doing a bunch of sit-ups, aren't you?
Sit down. Sit down. God. Reef, we're out of paddle.